LDBC, this is your boy Coach Shelton Harrison. Get live on the Coach Shelton Harrison Boxing and MMA Show live. Alright folks, I'm going to tell you dudes something. Let me tell you dudes something right now. I just got through watching a video clip from the Advise Show, the brother Phil, and I really advise a lot of y'all to go ahead and really go check that channel out. Like, I can't get, if you listening to any kind of news, that's who you need to be listening to. I mean, I listen to that channel. I ain't listening to the news, real mainstream media news. I don't listen to that crap. I ain't listened to that mess in about, 4 or 5 years, man. I don't listen to that crap. If I want to get anything I need from anything, I go to the Advise Show. Because I get all the current news. He update everything every day. And, he's been really getting his show. His show is getting better and better. I don't watch mainstream media anyway because they're trying to brainwash you. I got my whole theory on mainstream media. And they don't tell everything. Phil don't leave nothing unturned. He tell everything. Honestly, Phil get a hold of some of the same stories. And he get a hold to a lot of the stories first before some of the news media do. So why would I waste time going to those channels when they're clearly biased, okay? They're completely biased. They're completely biased against black people. They just are. And so, I have to look at them and be like, oh, okay, let me get it from Phil. And so, I was watching this video he put out. And, my heart's out to the families of Terrence Crutcher, man. I mean, I was more so angry than upset. I mean, I was because, this guy really and truly, he had his hands up. And he was tasered first, which he was already subdued. And then he got shot second. Now, I'm going to try to break this down. You see, for people like Lil Wayne, well, I won't even call him Lil Wayne, I'm going to call him Lil Fool. For people like Lil Fool to say that, oh yeah, there's no such thing as racism. It ain't, no, there's no such thing. We got to look at this, man. We got to look at this. We got to stop not talking about it. I mean, we have to talk about these things, okay? I don't get an opportunity to talk about a lot of real event stuff, but I want to talk about this one because, guys, there's nothing up for discretion here. There's nothing discrepatory about what happened. This man had his hands up. He was walking back towards his car. And you're going to get people to say, well, he should have stopped walking. Okay. He had his hands up. The man was of no threat. If they thought anything that he was trying to run, most police, they would have just grabbed him, or she would have called for backup, which, it was more like 3 or 4 of them. And they would have just subdued him. Okay, if they thought that he was trying to get away. But you look at the size of this man wasn't trying to run anywhere. This man was walking back to his car with his hands up. And he was going to stand in front of his car. That's really what he was doing. That's what it looked like he was doing. But see, you're gonna have racists that try to spin this, okay? You're gonna have it. And they're gonna say, well, he wasn't obeying. He didn't do this, he didn't do that. People, it's gotta be a point in time. Okay, there's got to be a point in time where people just really stop being so stupid and stop being so naive. It's got to be a time where people stop being so stupid and naive, man. And this is one of these things, man, where people, they're going to get naive about this. Do you really, really think that when they got out that car, they think that they were just dealing with the normal citizen that they were just going to talk to and just, I mean, do you people really think that? Because it already showed, and the chief of police already said, oh man, fanboys around here. And the chief of police already said that he didn't have a gun. So let's throw that narrative out of there. He wasn't being aggressive. You can tell by the video he wasn't aggressive. So let's throw that narrative out of there. He wasn't being rude and disrespectful. He didn't say anything. He had his hands up. Let's throw that out of there. What else do we have left, y'all? He had his hands up. This man was walking back towards his car. That's it. That's about it. You'll see the video. Now, here go my problem. The people in the the chopper, okay? The people in the air chopper. They're sitting there, and pretty much one of the guys said, phew, boy, that's a bad dude. It looks like a bad dude. Like, how can you tell from 5,000 feet in the air? I mean, literally, maybe it was more than that. How can you tell from about 5,000 feet in the air that somebody's a bad dude? Maybe it was 5 or 10,000. I don't know. But how can you tell from so high up in the air that a person is a bad dude? I never understood that. So you can look from your copter and look at a person and tell that, ooh, this person is bad. Sure. I think I got a real good understanding. I think I got a completely great understanding of what this is. No, you looked up from the chopper, all right? Oh, you looked down from the chopper and you saw, but you saw what he looked like. You couldn't see, but you can see what color he was. Yeah. I think I get the picture. I think I completely get this picture. You see, folks, they already had him prejudged. It was going down no other way. They already had him prejudged because, hey, what is this looks like a bad dude. So you can tell that from a copter. You can tell that from up in here. You can tell. And I know some people are going to try to spin this. I know they're going to try to spin it to make it seem like this dude had a problem. They're going to try to pull up his records or whatever kind of records they think he got. They're going to do all of that, man. Every last bit of that. But we get back to the facts. But the fact of the matter is, the man, all he was doing, he had his hands up. Okay, he had his hands up, and he was walking back toward his car. He had his hands up. What are you gonna say? There was no gun. This man was coming home. He was actually a college student. Okay, he was taking music. He was coming home from one of his classes. So you can't say he was out all night partying with the honeys. You can't say he was, drinking a 40 ounce. Like some of you like to kind of portray black people. That's what we do in our free time, No. He wasn't doing those things. This man was coming home from a class that he takes in college. And I had to ask y'all how y'all gonna explain that. And I'm so calm in this video because you know what? When I get ultra angry, I kind of just stay like this. Y'all gonna try to spin it however you want to spin it. And I'm hopefully, man, I can get King Willie, because I know King Willie, he watches a lot of my videos. He's a police officer, and I've chatted with him, on the phone. This is a good brother, man, real good brother. He's a police officer, man, and I think, man, it's just time to get a police officer, man, a guy that's obeying the laws, a guy, he's been a police officer, for a long time, and I want to get his viewpoint. I want to get this brother's viewpoint. Okay, good brother, man, good dude. He definitely been riding with Coach for a long time, man. I've been knowing King Willie, it's been definitely since I started my channel, man. And I'm gonna talk. We're gonna have a talk, and I actually want to get his viewpoints on air. Like why these guys killing us? And he's a black police officer, on the East Coast. And I know he can, definitely, we can see what's going on. I mean, I don't think in this situation, it don't take a blind man to see, man. These guys already prejudged this dude. They saw what color he was, and immediately, they already said he a bad dude. Man, I don't look at police cams on videos. I don't look at they ain't even prejudging the guy, man. And the guy just won't happen to be black. They'll tase the dude, that's it, they take him in. Nah, man, they tased Terrence Crutcher. They tased him. Okay, they tased him first and then shot him. And after you see him getting tased, you can tell, man, he was already subdued. He couldn't, what was he gonna do? He was already subdued. And then you shoot him? Like, what? Nah, man. You can't explain this. You can't twist this. You can't turn this into another direction. You can't do none of that with this. Because he does nothing on the video that proves otherwise. You see, you know what I tell people, man? And I try to tell y'all, man, when you dealing with the police, man, you got to deal with them on eggshells. And I'm being honest. You have to deal with these guys on eggshells because they're on eggshells when they pull you over and they walk up to you. They're on eggshells. I mean, I gave a tutorial, man, on what to do if you ever get pulled over because you can't, there's no way you're going to defeat them on the street. See, the way to get police officers, and even if he was mad and walked away, you know what? I just comply with him because, even my uncle, man, about 4 months ago, He just won a case, man, against the police. He just won it because they illegally searched his car. They tore his car to shreds, man. They tore it up. You know, one officer told him to shut the F up. I mean, it was crazy, man. You know how they were doing him, and he didn't do anything. They thought that he was somebody that was trafficking drugs. That's what they thought. And, you know, my uncle ain't done, man. My uncle worked all his life. You know, my uncle, what, 60-something, 68? And this man just go to work every day, man. And they took his car, they tore the car, they trashed it, man. And told him to shut the F up. I mean, cussing at him, man. So, you know, my uncle didn't get mad, man. He just complied. You know, he stepped out the way while he tore his car up. But he took these guys to court, man. And, you know, with these police nowadays, you got to have an even temperament, man, because even if you flare up, it's almost like, man, that's an excuse, man, for them to pull that gun out. These guys are trigger happy, man. They don't care, man. They'll shoot first, then they'll think about it later. They don't think, man. They just shoot because they don't care. Man, they don't care. I'm telling you, man, some of these cops, they don't care. They want to be trigger happy. And you got to understand your environment, man. Beat these guys in court. And I tell you what, man, they don't like that. When you hit them in the pockets, see, that start straightening up. If enough people start hitting them in the pockets. Now, don't get mad at them. Nah, just hit them in the pockets. And see, when you got a lot of your officers now costing them millions, see, some of this stuff will stop. But don't try to come on here, oh, well, you know, I see what he was doing and where he was at. Nah, man, this dude, Terrence Crutcher, sorry. Try somebody else. They prejudged this dude. They tased him. They shot him. And that's just the way that is. This is your boy, Coach Shelton Harrison. I'm done.